Hi everyone, Kevin Marino here. Just want to come to you live, start talking today about a few different things. Many of you are getting involved with us doing training, doing challenges, just taking your business to an entirely different level. And today's first lesson is a very, very important one, and that is stop kicking babies. And a lot of times, that line happens to get people's attention, but not for the reason they think. And most people have no idea what we're talking about. When I first start talking about kicking babies, people just have no clue. So I'm going to lay out for you what a lot of folks do in this business, and it's unfortunate because as they're building their teams, as they're building their teams up, they don't realize that they're actually hurting many of the people that are joining their teams. And we're going to help you to stop doing this right out of the gate. There's an entire challenge series that'll be available. It may already be available now. If not, it depends on when you're watching this. It'll be available in the future or right away. You can go to WWKM Challenge in the Facebook groups, and you'll be able to find it there. You'll be able to find us on the Work with Kevin Marino Facebook page, and also workwithkevinmarino.com. So there's a lot of different information. You can get a tremendous amount of, there's some free stuff there. The book is out, so you can grab the book. There's trainings. There's a lot of different information. And if you'd like to talk to me directly, just reach out and hit me. I'm Kevin Marino CT on Facebook Messenger. So please feel free to reach out. I'm here to try to help you build the best that you possibly can. Now, let's get straight into the kicking babies. What do I mean by that? Well, think about this for a second. Think about a child. All right, you get a little child, it's an infant. Okay, you get this infant in your hand. It can't walk. It can't even crawl at first. So little by little, it learns to crawl. It's being encouraged by the parents, by the grandparents, by the aunts, uncles, friends, anybody that comes by. I mean, you help the child along, you teach it to crawl, eventually you hold a finger, you teach it to walk a little bit, and you keep on doing this. You don't just look at the child and the first time it can't stand up, boom, it falls down, stupid baby, I can't even walk. What kind of stupid baby can't even walk? I mean, think about this. But that's what most of you do every single day in your business. You get people who are coming into the business who are brand new, never done this before, never had any experience. They are infants. But meanwhile, you, most of the time, are looking for them to begin running a marathon the next day. So you have to take people, and you have to be willing to take them step by step. You have to teach them to crawl. You have to hold their hand while they're learning to walk. All right? When you think about that same baby, come back 2 years later. You can't catch the kids running all over the house. You can't catch them or her. They're just crazy. All right, you got everybody in the family trying to catch up with them. Well, if you teach your team to do the same thing, they will. They'll be out there going and doing it. They'll be getting it done. They literally will be running that marathon that you wanted them to when they first came into the business. But there is no way they're going to be able to do that if in the very beginning you don't give them the help that they need. It's incredibly important that you give them the help that they need. You need to give them that helping hand. You need to train them. You need to teach them. When they fall down, you need to pick them up again and get them headed back. All right, because again, go back to the baby scenario. I mean, think about if you have grandparents that come over. Now, think of relatives as your team leaders. Think of relatives as the people who are going to help the baby. Also, think of relatives as your team leaders who are going to help the new people on the team, the newbies. All right, folks, we've all been new at some point. We've all been new. And if you don't have folks there to assist you and show you the ropes, how are you going to know what you need to do? How are you going to know? The very important thing is that you put the time in, you pay attention, find out what their needs are, find out what you can do to help them. Find that out. Talk with them. Okay? No kicking babies. Not allowed. I think if you went over to somebody's house and their kid's wobbling around, falling down, I mean, oh my God, that kid's terrible. Never learn how to walk. Oh my God, a kid will never learn how to walk. But that's what some of you, not all of you, not even some of you, many of you do with your team. All right, so from now on, you're going to teach your team. You're going to hold them by the hand. You're going to teach them how to go through the motions, how to get all of it done. And when you see this whole challenge series that's laid out on WWKM Challenge, we talk about goals. We talk about vision boards. We talk about list building. We talk about how to contact people, how to overcome objections, how to focus on your business, how to have the resolve to build and the commitment, which company to choose, how to choose a company, what to look out for, how to work with folks, how many people should you be in contact with in your team leaders, how far down in your team should you go, how do you, literally folks, it is the how-to of building network marketing. It's the 101 of building. It's well beyond 101. We start with the basics because understand, a lot of times some of the leaders will come to us and say, oh, I don't need the basics. Yeah, you do. Because if you don't know how to teach the basics, here's the beauty part of this. You can plug them in and they will learn all the basics right from the challenge. So you do need to know the basics. I don't care how many years you've been in the business. I've been in this industry now going on 26 years. Think about that for a second. And what do I teach? I teach the basics. I teach advanced and I teach super advanced, but I focus a lot on the basics. Why? Because the vast majority of our teams need to learn the basics. So if they learn the basics, guess what they can do? They can teach others. So think about that. Back to basics. Get part of the challenge. What is the challenge? The challenge is that when you become part and you take part all the way through the challenge, here's what I guarantee. I guarantee your business increases. Absolutely 100% guarantee it. How can I say that? Because folks, we've been there and done it. Built teams in excess of 100,000 people on more than one occasion. 7 figures, taught many 6-figure income earners just how to do it. Worked with many people that have made from 0 to 6 figures. Folks, this is not theory. This will be a step by step exactly in how you do it. Today's first lesson, all right? No kicking babies. You got to be ready to help. You always have to be there, be ready to help. No kicking babies. And my goal here is just to be here on a daily basis to give you guys details, encouragement, and here's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask that you be coachable. I'm going to ask that you bear with me. Certain times you're going to look at things and say, well, why am I supposed to get a pad that's got the spirals on the edge? I like the legal pads. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you get the pad with the spirals, or you have your, the composition notebooks that open up this way, and you have a page on the left and a page on the right, here's what I'm going to tell you. You will work more efficiently. It'll be easier for you to do it. All right, I'm going to ask you to go out and get either a big cork board or a poster board, something that you can tack pictures to, something that you can tack words written down to. We're going to talk about a lot of things. You're going to get highlighters. I'm going to recommend books to you. There's an amazing amount of books out there. And we're going to go through the importance of continuing your education. Think about being able to watch a short video like this for 5 to 10 minutes each day. Now, if that can improve your skill 0.3%, not even a percent, 0.3%, and you do that daily or almost daily, if you did that 80% of the time this year, guess what? By the end of the year, you are going to be 100% better than you are today. And if you did that again next year and you doubled again, that means in 2 years you can be 400% better than you are today. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you, we're going to bring you a lot further, a lot faster. Because the information you're going to see here is absolutely real. All right, my name is Kevin Marino. I am the Straight Talking Networker. And we're going to see you here and all over the place helping you to build your business. Have a great day, everybody.